Peace, world, what's going on? Supreme the Almighty back in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got a dope show for you tonight. 88 Blessed Beats, the brother, the family, you know what I mean? Yesterday, for those that missed out, we had Gore-Tex, the legend, Lord Goat, on the show, man. It was a dope ass show. He played exclusive content that hasn't been released yet, you know what I mean? Check that shit out. Shout out to all my sponsors, you know what I mean? London LeBlanc Magazine, Elite Sound International, Creative Juices Music, and of course, the Snow Goons. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the show too. You know what I mean? We doing this every weekend, you know what I'm saying? So if you got artists to recommend too, let me know. But as of right now, got nothing but a whole loaded year as of right now for like different people and stuff. Next week we got Vakil, and then we will be doing another interview with the Snow Goons. So keeping it flowing, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real, just trying to get everybody going, and you know what I mean? Y'all ain't got shit to do, I'm right here, you know what I mean? Y'all can tune in, y'all can listen in, we're gonna have some motherfucking fun, good vibes, the whole nine, you know what I mean? But let me try to get the homie in here. But peace to everybody's support, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all holding me down, you know what I mean? This all started with a dream. Started this joint like a month ago, yo. Peace.
Yo.
What's good?
What's good, Jay?
Chilling, man, chilling. Just telling some people about, you know what I mean, the shows and what's going on and whatnot. You know what I mean? Last night's show was fucking lit.
Yeah. I was peeping it, man.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I was just explaining to people, man, if I just started doing this shit like a month ago. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm blessed to be able to interview the people I've been able to. I even met you and Mill off of just randomly doing shit. And y'all family now, you know what I mean? So
hell yeah. You already know, man.
Instagram shit is a beautiful thing. Word. But yeah, I was trying to get more and more.
Are you feeling better? Or you still feel like shit or what? Like you doing better?
I mean, I'm definitely better, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, still losing my voice and congested and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta do this for hip hop. You know what I mean? Don't matter if I'm on my deathbed. Feel me? Like,
stupid.
But for those that don't know, I have COVID. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned it a couple times, but yeah, I've had COVID since probably like Tuesday, so I'm kind of getting the end of it, I guess you could say.
That shit is trash, bro. That shit is trash.
I mean, luckily, it didn't hit me as hard as it did other people. Not to say it that way, but I'm blessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I got respiratory issues. I got a heart issue, so I could have went. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Oh, see, I didn't know you had all those issues. Okay.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Because it's like I don't want to be on fucking Facebook and everywhere, like, you know what I mean, asking for prayers, and like that's not my thing. Like, I only mention it for those that did want to know, and for also for those not to come through. You know what I mean? Don't come through to the crib because we kind of quarantined right now, so I had to let people know.
Shut the shit down.
You already know, but yo, let everybody know who you are, bro.
What's up, man? It's your boy 88 Blessed Beats, man. I'm a rookie here, man. I've been doing this for a year now. You know, I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. Shout out to my bro Supreme, know what I mean? Brought me on here. Know what I mean? Yo, what's good, Pro? My nigga Pro. He in here.
Peace.
Know what I mean? Shout out to the whole umbrella. Yeah, man. I'm here, man. I ain't going nowhere, and I'm just gonna keep putting this shit out, man. You know what we do.
No doubt. By the way, this nigga humble as fuck, yo. That's family right there. But this nigga humble. His beats be making me want to slap niggas sometimes. Like I be listening to them shit like, damn, how am I gonna want this nigga up somehow?
Bruh. Yo, like you be hyping me, yo. I be like, yo, like that joint don't even sound that good. It's alright. I mean, it's cool.
I mean, I'm an MC, but I'm also a producer. So as an MC's perception, when I hear other people's beats, if that shit bang, I'm gonna drop some motherfucking bars. Yeah, you be fucking making the beats fly. I'll be over here motherfucking freestyling this shit to the shit. You know what I mean? Like on the low, I be having to mute myself so I don't fuck up your workflow.
You stupid.
You know what I mean? Word, that's how it be though. You know what I mean?
And trust me, I'm gonna keep it a buck though for everybody. Just you know what I mean, putting out there. I don't support nothing I don't support. I'm just keeping it real. Friends, family. I only listen to what I listen to, and I only push people that I respect and that I feel. Other than that, because I got niggas in my inbox 24 hours a motherfucking day, and I straight tell them niggas, you shit's trash. I'm sorry, I can't fuck with you. Just keeping it on the reels. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, I'll give niggas an opportunity because I feel like there's so many. Like niggas not getting a chance to rock, not getting a chance to shine because you ain't got your foot in the door. You don't know certain people. I think that's bullshit. Like we need to go back to the old way where let's listen to the niggas first.
Exactly.
Listen to their music first, then judge based off of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
yeah, man.
I mean, yeah. So what kind of projects you working with?
Right now I'm just working on a whole bunch of different shit. Like I know people have requested, you know, they've been like, yo, bro, we need one beat tape from your ass. Like you've been playing all year last year. And I'm just like, listen, man, it's coming. I just want to put together a solid body of work. You know, I don't want to just put out anything for the masses and, you know, then that gets nasty because when you just start dropping shit, then people are just like, yo, there's no essence to it. There's no like, yo, you put your heart, you know, your blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. When I drop something, I want to drop something and make it matter. I don't want it just to be like here, you know, like you feel me? So, but I did post around November of last year. I said, listen, if I do a project completely produced by me, which underground, you know, are there any like artists who would be interested in hopping on the project? And the feedback that I got was just insane, bro. And I'm very, you know, thankful. And, you know, I'm just like, yo, like I had niggas like, yo, let me know what's good with it. Like, I'm like, yo, all right, well, let me see what I can put together. And then once I put something together, then we can go from there. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my nigga Dem Rock, man. That's Soul on Fire, too. I did a track on there as well. Great project. Yeah, man, I'm just ready for what 2022 is going to bring me, man. I'm working hard. Every day I'm getting better at this shit day by day. And that's all I can do, man. Just keep working.
Yeah, so you can do. I mean, because the thing is, too, because you just started, you know what I mean? But at the same time, because I've been in this game long enough to know what's supposed to sound like what, especially in all line of work, the hip-hop genre, not the rap genre, you've already surpassed many at your, you know what I mean, at your whatever you want to call it. So at the end of the day, you're only going to get better from this point. And honestly, I could definitely see you. Like, your beats, like I said, when I listen to your beats, it sounds like a mixture of Pete Rock and Ninth Wonders sometimes. Or sometimes it'll just be in your face, slap you music. And it's like you got so many varieties, it's kind of hard to keep up. You know what I mean? I mean, you also got niggas like Jamil respecting you, and you got a lot of people that's liking your shit. So I mean, you deserve that chance.
And that's the crazy part to me. Like, I'm very, like, thankful and humble when it comes to that. Because I'm like, bro, niggas don't gotta fuck with you. Like, you know, they could be like, listen, man, like, it's not that great. Like, you know, it's cool, but, you know, it's all right. But I'm thankful that all these artists have, like, yo, man, your shit dope. Yo, man, your shit tight. Like, you know, that means a lot. Because I listen to these niggas first. I'm always a fan first, just like you. I'm a fan, you know? So when niggas ask for my production or they go, yo, bro, let's do something together, I'm like kind of starstruck because I'm like, yo, I used to listen to these niggas in my car all the time. So it's like, you know, when they ask like, yo, bro, what's good with a beat, or yo, bro, like, let's work, I'm just humble. I'm just like, yo, man, I can't wait. So, you know, that's, you know, this year I'm gonna try to really get in my bag and do some different shit, and it's gonna get spooky, definitely.
That's the beautiful part of the hip hop, man. It's like when we sit here and we get to work with the people we listened to growing up and get to admire their music, and now they're admiring our music in the reverse. So it's like it's a fucking beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I've had that opportunity too. I worked with Tragedy Gaddafi. He's in my top 10. I've worked with Apathy. Like not directly. Let's not get motherfucking shit twisted. Like a lot of my niggas buy their features, but the music is so dope. It's the mutual respect. It's not just a business. It's more so everybody work together, but let's get the business out the way type shit. But I had that opportunity to have those type of legends on my beats. And it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful because, like, yo, I sat here and was listening to this whole nigga's album. That's niggas on one of my joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to be as you keep growing, because you're going to keep having all these legends on your shit. It's just going to be like, yo, this was well fucking worth it. You know what I mean?
Bro, and that's all that matters, man. Like, I'm just going to keep working. Like, everything is going to speak for itself. All my work is going to speak for itself. And, you know, as time goes on, like I said, from day one, when I first started this shit, I said, y'all going to see this growth. And that's what I mean. Like, from every beat that I've done, I've learned a new trick or a new tool of the trade or something like that's going to make my shit cleaner and sound better and go harder. So it's like, with time, it's only going to get crazier, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this year, I just plan on progressing so much and, you know, just keep putting my foot on their neck, man.
Or that's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. I mean, like I said, man, outside of us being homies and shit, at the same time, it's like I said, your productions, it's how you put your productions together. Because even as a loop, it just sounds so full. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. It sounds full to where you could just rock a whole motherfucking loop. Like, you don't even need a hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the type of beats I love. And your drums, like I always told you, man, your fucking drums. I don't know, it bang. Like, I could just straight fucking rap over your drums type shit. Like, it bang. You know what I mean?
There's a joint that actually, well, the joint that I posted a video of, I got it pulled up here right now that I'm working on. It's like I guess you could say like a Mobb Deepish type sound to it. It's like a darker type beat, but the drums definitely hit. And you know, it's definitely gonna be one. Like, when I'm finished with it, I got to put a good bass line on it, and it's gonna sound good. It's gonna sound crazy.
Word. And then you be having niggas laughing too all fucking day, nigga. Cause I be just chilling at work and this nigga be posting some ill ass memes and shit. And I'm like, yo, this nigga just made my day, son. No homo though. Like, this nigga is mad stupid. And then Jamil crazy ass up in the messages dropping me fucking, what was it, Michael Jackson pictures. I'm like, yo, let me get a closer, bro.
I was like, yo, y'all niggas is jackasses. I was rolling.
This nigga over here trying to hit the gym up and shit, and we all sitting here cracking jokes.
Bruh, yo, it feels good to be back in the gym, man. Like, health is like, niggas don't realize, yo, you can have all this talent, but if your health is trash, man, you can't do shit. Like, it's horrible. So, you know, getting back in the gym is one thing that, like, you know, I'm very, you know, glad that I'm doing. Man, you know what I mean? So.
Peace. Yeah, exactly, man. But yo, why don't you showcase some of your joints? You know, fuck the talking. Let these niggas hear your fire, son.
I didn't have much picked out. I mean, I could just go through certain joints and play them. I mean,
listen, don't start with your picky shit, nigga. Just play the fire. I know you got fire, nigga. He's like. Ooh.
This is like the Mobb Deepish type beat that I was working on.
Yeah, nah. It has like a Nas Mobb Deep feel. I feel you.
Yeah, that's one that I'm working on.
That shit's hot. I like that shit.
Yeah,
it had like a New York state of mind kind of feel to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a bunch of joints in here. Yeah, my mouse is bugging right now. Hold on.
Don't blow up your phone like Gore-Tex did yesterday when he was playing beats.
Stupid as hell. This is more of a rock type beat. This is probably going to be on my homie Motto and Hustle project.
No doubt. Yeah, that shit is pretty dope too, yo.
Yeah, there's a bunch of joints that
Ooh.
Yeah, I had to use this sample one time. I know niggas have used it.
Oof. Them rolls though, like that break.
I try to make the drums different, man. Just throw some different shit in there.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got some bars they want to spit, man. Hop on the shit right quick. You know what I mean? Yo, we get this shit popping up in here. You know what I mean?
You feel me? Yo, so that's another joint. Yeah, I got a bunch of dark shit in here. Like there's a bunch of joints that
Yep, I remember that shit.
This one went quick too. Like that one went real quick too. And then around like the 16th bar, some type of drum feel to it. It gives it more of a bounce to it.
Nah, that shit's ill. That shit's mad dark and shit. But it got bumped though. You know what I mean?
I think it's coming up now. Just a little variety in there, man.
I remember when you was making that shit live. That shit was fire, yo.
Yeah. Oh man, let's see what else I got in here.
Yeah, anybody looking for beats, man, hit them up. 88BlessedBeats. Like,
yo,
I mean, that's that fire, yo.
I'm just here doing my due diligence. That's all I'm doing, man. So let's see what else I got here. There we go.
Woo. Making niggas want freestyle up in here, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. That shit was dope.
Yeah,
I like that.
Actually, there's certain shit that I can play, but I got that in the tuck for like certain projects. So I'm like, let me not play that. So like, you know, but yeah, man, it's gonna get different. It's definitely gonna get different. I can't wait for my nigga Josiah's album to come out. I'm gonna be on that. The track that I worked on with him a while back, and it's finally gonna, come out. I'm looking forward to that, man. And he went crazy on that shit. So I can't wait until that shit comes out. Like that shit gonna shake the room, man.
Word, man. You have any artists that you like look forward to working with in the future and shit?
Well, actually, me and Jamil are actually gonna do something eventually. He's got a lot of shit on his plate, so me and him gonna do something. It's just like, there's so many people that I want to work with, like, my homie Prez, K Prez, he's one of the illest right now, out of Jersey. Eventually,
Word, shout to K Prez.
Shout to the whole presidential camp, my nigga. But, yeah, man, my homie K Prez, like I said, Josiah, me and him got something coming, Jamil, my homie Silk, he lives down here, he's dope as hell, we got something coming. It's a whole bunch of shit, man. I'm just ready to work. That's all it is, man. I'm just really eager and ready to work and just keep learning, because the more I learn, the easier this shit's gonna, like, it's almost like learning a jump shot. When at first when you start shooting, your jump ain't right because your form ain't right. Once you start working on your form and shit just gets easier and easier, man. Like I said, then I'll just start pumping out beats at a faster rate. Then it's like, man, like what's left, So
Word, exactly. I mean, you got it down, like I said, for the most part. I mean, it's not even so much. I mean, it's learning, definitely, because, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to learn programs, and you're going to learn all the tricks of the trade and shit, like, as you're doing this shit. But, like, it's also, like, the skill level and the talent, and you got that. Because it's like the sample choices are on point. I mean, you are a bit picky, you know what I mean? I do fuck with you with that shit, but...
We don't talk about that. I'm definitely picky. You've been on live with me. Like, nah. So it's just you know how that go.
Word. Let me tell you about this nigga, my nigga right here. Like he'll be playing some samples that stop my heart type. I'll be like, what the fuck? That shit,
See,
I'm like, yo, give me that motherfucking
Now you
song.
got me
This
fucking
nigga's like,
around.
nah,
See,
yo,
see
I'm
that?
not.
See?
This nigga like, I don't want that. Nope, nope, nope. He's just fucking, I'm like, yo, this nigga's passing, man. I had to stop you that one fucking live. I'm like, nigga,
Bruh.
you better pick that next sample, bro.
Bruh. Yo, I was going crazy that one day. You was like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Just let that shit rock. And I was like, yo, I gotta fix it. You was like, nah, just leave it the way it is. And I was just like,
Word,
yo,
yo.
it was hilarious.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, though. I know, I understand, like, if you don't pick that perfect sample, it defeats the purpose in a way. But it's like, I think it's just you're overthinking some of it, though, sometimes. Because it's like, this shit is so hot that it's like, I think you're overwhelming yourself. Because I get like that, too. I'll listen to a sample, I'm like, yo, there's so much shit in here. It's like, what do I chop first? What do I
Exactly.
chop last? So I definitely feel you on that, especially when you're kind of time pressed, where you only got a certain length of time where you can do shit. So it's like, you know, but at the end of the day, you pick the right samples though, man. Because like I said, like, you staying true to yourself too. Because even the crazy ass nigga like me could be in your stream like, nah, yo, play that Mariah Carey or play that that Nick Cannon sample again. Or, you know what I mean? Yo, throw on that Walt Disney Fantasia shit real quick and chop that shit. So, you know what I mean? But
that Walt Disney.
You know what I mean? Throwing that that Beauty and the Beast sample right quick.
Listen, man, I've sampled some wild shit, so I can't even front. Like, I've sampled some wild shit, so I can't even be mad at you when you say, yo, put this on or put that on, because you be finding the illest shit, like, in the wildest places. And you be like, yo, where'd you find that from? I say, I bet you can't guess where I got it from. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes.
Word, exactly, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And I think you say you use Vinyl Frontier, right?
Yeah. Like, I've used a lot of stuff from them. You know, sample packs here and there. You know, just try to use different stuff. You know, I just try to bounce around and see what I find. And, you know.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Reef Ali. He's the operator of the Vinyl Frontier. He owns it. So like, yeah, he used to sponsor one of my other shows, my podcast, before I was doing all this extra shit. So he a good dude. And he got producers sampling off that like us, which is crazy. He got fucking like Havoc and UG for Cellar Dwellers, I think it was. They're like was sampling off the website. He was broadcasting that shit. That shit's crazy.
Okay.
So, he's got mountains of fucking samples.
Yo, man, listen, man. See, even some of the stuff that you play, I'll be like, all right. I'll be like, yo, where you find that from? Like,
yeah, I took that off a street corner in Turkey or some shit. Like, niggas is playing some fucking some flutes and some shit. I'm like, I'm gonna snatch that shit right quick. It's mine.
them Russian samples be crazy. Like the Soviet samples, yo. You find some of the illest shit in there. I'm like, oh my god.
They be having some shit. Italy be having the craziest fucking like horror / fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the I can't even name them off the top of my head. Like the damn, I can't remember. Like the Franco McCliz, like I can't even remember the full name, but there's so many Italian composers that come up with ill shit, and you're like, yo, mad samples. Like Vinyl Frontier, he'll have a whole folder full of like Italian horror samples. I'd be like, bro, I'm about to eat off this. Like, yeah, like it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to tell this nigga, like, yo, you got so much fire around here and shit. He actually has a beat video I chopped up right off his fucking site and shit. So that's why it's like, yo, that's fam right there. And that shit is just crazy, man. I remember the old days when we had to go on LimeWire and shit, and fucking download whatever, bootleg the shit, you know what I mean, chop it up, et cetera, et cetera. So now everything's at the motherfucking fingertips, so it's like overwhelming, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost too easy now. You're like, damn, like, all right, well, you know, but, and now, like, you know, now you have the sample packs too. You know, people drop sample packs and things like that. You don't got to go out searching for shit. Like, you buy it for $20. They give you 30 samples or 20 samples. You're like, okay, well, you know.
Exactly. So everything's kind of user friendly, but that's why I like Like everyone used to tell me back in the days, use the loops, use only the loops, etc. And I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather build around it, layer it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just steal a whole nother nigga's fucking pattern and just drop it in there like that. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I get it, but you know, it might sound dope, but I'd rather tuck a little drum under another drum and just make it my own type shit.
exactly. Like I gotta start doing it, and this is what one of my homies says, who he produces as well, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you gotta start doing more drumless loops, like you know, just loop the sample and chop the sample, just loop that joint. Like it sounds crazy, just like a Nicholas Craven type shit. Like you know how Nicholas Craven, he'll loop his samples, but he'll chop it in such a way where it's like, yo, this shit is ill. Like if you listen to the Ransom and Rome Streets album, the Jerome Bandoleros, like if you listen to that sample, he just loops the sample and then he has a little chop in there to kind of offset shit, and it goes right back into the original sample. Like it's dope. Like so, you know, I gotta start doing more beats like that where it's like less drums, you know, and just loop the sample and chop it up a certain way. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta check out who you're talking about. Because to be honest with you, man, I feel kind of stupid for it. Like I've been, because of my journey in life and all the bullshit I had to deal with and whatnot, cutting hip hop off almost at one point in my life. It's like I fell so far back off of hip hop. All this newer hip hop, I'm so fucking like, you know what I mean?
Bro, let me know. I will send you music on the daily and go, yo, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I mean, like, ain't nothing. Like honestly, I didn't know. For all that, I would have been shooting you shit. Like, yo, listen to this. Listen to this. You'd be like, all right.
I was also kind of like you though. I'm kind of picky with my hip hop for some reason. Like I'm so picky, bro, that I like consistently just played the Nas album. You know what I mean? It was written shit. Like I was just. That's all I would jam to though. Like it became like a fucking like an addiction almost, where it's like I don't want to listen to nothing else but this raw shit. So now I'm kind of listening to all this newer shit, and you know what I mean. It's overwhelming because it's like I don't know which one to really flow with. Because like everyone's doing that Griselda beat type shit. I guess that's what everybody's kind of like flowing into now. I guess that's the trend. I don't really follow trends,
I mean, so. Everybody was like, you know, I was guilty of making Griselda type beats as well. You know, everybody tried to ride the wave, but we also got to pay respect to the Derringers and the Beat Butchers and the Camouflage Monks and the, you know, all those producers who really made that sound so crazy. Like, you know, these niggas, they took that sound and made it a whole, not genre, but just like part of the culture. Like, Derringer is one of the illest motherfuckers out here. And then, like, it's crazy. Like, when you see what he looks like, you're like, that motherfucker made that shit? And you're like, yo, like, he's a dangerous motherfucker. Like, Danger is crazy. Like, he's if not the illest, he's one of the illest out there. He's up there with the Alchemists and things like that. So, you know, people need to give him more respect, too, because, you know, just his work that he's done on Conway's album, West Side's album, Benny's albums, it's crazy. So.
You said Pro Dillinger, right?
No, no, Derringer. The producer.
Derringer, okay.
Who does shit for Griselda.
Yeah, see, that's how out of the loop I am. I don't even know who's in Griselda. I don't know if that's a group, if that's a person. You know what I mean? I'm kind of out of it.
Yeah, like Derringer. Like, I'll send you a playlist of strictly Derringer produced shit, and you just listen to it, and you tell me what you think. That shit is crazy. Like
I also went on my fucking hiatus with the fucking, like, all I would listen to was Jedi Mind Tricks. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of just snow, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I said, like, even though they're sponsoring me in the show, and, you know what I mean? We all mutual respect them. They good dudes and stuff. At the end of the day, I've been blasting their music for a minute because I love their production. All this shit, the Sick Nature is so fucking sick, and, like, it's dope how shit is now, and it's like they're still staying up with they're still staying up with it. They're not doing the trap shit, and you know what I mean. It's hard to do that in this our line of work because there ain't really money out here like that unless you selling merch, unless you in the right.
Merch and do it. Yep, exactly. And that's like the new wave now because you're not really getting bread off your. I mean, unless you're selling vinyls and things like that. Like, it's so nasty how the streaming service game is raping niggas when it comes to their music. It's crazy. Like, that's why a lot of these niggas out here are selling, you know, vinyls and CDs and putting that shit on Bandcamp. And it's like, because Spotify, Apple, Tidal, I mean, no, Tidal's doing probably the best out of all the streaming services, but you know, between niggas putting their shit on Bandcamp, that's where you see money. You know, you see money from it, but you know, Apple and Spotify and all that other stuff, like they be killing you. Like you don't be getting nothing for your streams.
Word.
You
I
know?
thought it was like 10 cents every 1,000 plays or some shit. 10 cents
That's
every
crazy,
million
bro.
plays.
Like, you be having 10,000 streams, and you be having enough to buy a Milky Way, nigga. Like the fuck, like y'all niggas bugging. Like,
yo,
like,
word, yeah.
niggas wild. Like, nah.
Let me ask you this question because you did just start like a year ago and shit. All right, so what's like preventing you from converting? Like, what made you want to specifically stay in this genre of what we do, like hip hop, and not convert with the cowbells and all that funny shit?
The cowbell.
Shout out to Jamil, man. The cowbells, you know what I mean?
Jamil said, "Yo, it needs more cowbell." But nah, man. Just because I grew up on the side, my brother who passed away from heart failure. Well, he's my cousin, but I consider him like my brother. He's more than a cousin to me. You know, I grew up listening to Wu-Tang in the car with him. You know, Jay-Z, and you know, a lot of gritty hip hop that we make now. Like, you know, a lot of the stuff, you know, Lords of the Underground. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I listened to in his car when I was younger that I remember to this day. And it's like, without him, I wouldn't have known about any of this stuff, you know? And I think that's part of his essence that lives in me. It's like, yo, whenever I make this music, I feel him next to me. Like, yo, like this shit is crazy. Like, you know, like he's taught me so much. And when I make my music, I just feel his spirit in me. So it's like, that's why sometimes when I make a beat, I'm just like, I know he would rock with this shit. Like, cause that's the type of shit he likes. So, you know, that's why, you know, that's why I feel like I'm not going to leave this. I mean, eventually, you know, I would like to start learning how to make R&B beats and stuff, like just because you just always want to know how to do it. Just, you know, you can expand your clientele, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if you know how to make an R&B beat, like, you know, remember when you put that joint in the group chat the other day? He was like, yo, this is my, you know, attempt at an R&B beat. Like, you know, we're all learning every day. So I would love to learn how to make R&B beats because that just only expands, you know, your lane. You know, you don't want to be in one lane. Like, you can be boom bap and make all different types of boom bap type beats. But you know, if you want to, you know, expand and go to R&B and do stuff like that, ain't nothing wrong with that because all you're doing is just branching out and making your name even bigger. So, you know,
I mean, yeah, cause like I got reggaeton beats, I got R&B beats. I even tried like that trap shit just for the fun of it, just to see how real easy it was. And you be how motherfuckers surprised them beats are easy as fuck. Like, it took me 10 seconds type shit to make them, them type of joints. And then here I am taking hours to chop samples, but these motherfuckers are using 1 bar loop type melodies and getting away with it with a heavy ass sub bass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm still learning how to make trap beats. Like, I made 1 or 2, but I'm still learning how to make trap beats. You know, I've made, you know, 1 or 2, but it's not the best. But, you know, eventually I wouldn't just mind having that under my belt. Like, yeah, he can make trap beats. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, yeah, I can do that. I can make boom bap. I can make R&B. I can, you know, I can do whatever you need. So, you know, it's always good to have that in your arsenal. So.
See, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm kind of stubborn in my ways. Maybe it's the old nigga in me or whatever niggas want to call that shit. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm stuck in my ways. Like, if I hear certain music I don't like, it don't matter if it's trendsetting or not, I ain't gonna listen. So it's like, it's not so much the fact of like, I mean, it's not so much the fact of it being that specific genre. It's just how it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's say like, even if you put like Planet Asia, all right, peep game, put Planet Asia on a trap beat, it just changed the whole motherfucking game because Asia will just destroy the shit out of it. So even with the cowbells, so it's like that's the type of shit I'm into. Even with the cowbells, Asia would still eat that beat. So it's like that's how it is. But it's like at the same time, it's like that's how I listen to my music. So like I might fuck around, make a trap beat or some shit, make some other random ass beats just to give it a try. But I feel like as long as you real with yourself and you let niggas know exactly what you're doing. Like, you make hip-hop beats. Like you said, you're doing it for your brother in a way. So as long as you staying true, it's these other niggas, though. These other niggas that be coming around like, oh, I make trap beats. But then the nigga only listens to hip-hop. So it's like you can't mislead people You gotta be real with
Exactly.
yourself and be like, yeah, I make all of it. Fuck it, whatever. You know what I mean? I make motherfucking Japanese music too, nigga. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Nah, real talk. And I don't want to be one of those, oh, I'm just going with the time ass niggas. Like, you know, the ones that, oh, well, now that Lil Baby is hot in the hip hop game, I'm going to start making Lil Baby type beats. Like, or, you know, there's a lot of niggas that get into producing that do shit like that. And I'm not knocking it. If they like making that sound, then, you know, more power to them. But I came in this game wanting to make gritty, raw hip hop beats. That's what I came here for. I didn't come here for that other shit. Now, if I know how to do it, that's different. But I came here to make the shit that I grew up off of. So it's like, you know, that's all I know. So it's like, you know, I'm not gonna switch up just because the times go, oh, Lil Baby is the hottest nigga out. No, I don't even listen to Lil Baby like that. Like, you know, when it comes on the radio, yeah, I'll listen to it. But, you know, I listen to what I listen to. I listen to the Ransoms, the Rome Streets, the Griseldas, the Action Bronsons, the you know, the Boldy James. Like, I listen to all that stuff. But I don't listen to the Lil Babies and the Dirks and I respect them because, yeah, they're doing their thing, but that's not what I listen to. So.
definitely. Yo, shout out to Kyo Itachi. I know I'm seeing him pop in. Guess who with him? Planet Asia, like I just said. So at the end of the day, yo, Asia, if you hear me, yo, I know if you was ever put on a motherfucking trap beat, you smash that shit. I'm just putting that out there for the record. You know what I mean, Kyo had some shit for Asia earlier.
Nah, Kyo's dope.
Or that's the fam right there, man. And yo, like that's all I'm saying. This is a beautiful thing.
The song he did with Conway, I think it's called "Shootout on Bailey Ave." That's my shit. Like he killed that beat, and Conway went crazy on that shit. That's one of my favorite joints. But
yo, Kyo got joints for you forever, yo. Word. But that's what I'm saying. You just because you just started doesn't necessarily mean you ain't up the par. You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, it might be me as a homie or whatever telling you what I like about your beats, but I'm a fan. I always put myself as a fan first, and then everything else is I leave it alone because I don't want to be biased. So as a fan of instrumentals, your shit is well put together because, like I said, unfortunately, a lot of niggas just be looping shit, throwing random ass shit and fucking calling it a beat. But you know what I mean? But the way you take time, for those that follow you and shit after this, they're going to see firsthand that you take time. You sit there, go through the sample, chop it. You're a perfectionist with the shit, too. So it's like you put a lot of heart into this shit.
Exactly. And that's what, like, you know, when me and you be on live just bullshitting, it's like you see the real picky side of me. Like, there's times where I was up for hours just going through a sample, trying to chop it correctly, trying to make sure that shit loops correctly. It's like it's a process. Like, you don't just want to throw out garbage. You feel me? Like, because like it's almost like, you know, if you're selling clothes and you know you're selling somebody a shirt or a hoodie and that shit just rips. It's about the quality of your product. Like, you don't just want to give out trash beats because it's efficient. No, like, the better you get, the longer it's going to take you to make a beat because you really want to sit down with it and create a huge, nice body of work. You know, you don't want to just sit down and go, oh, here's a beat. You know, like, you want to sit down and make sure, oh, the drums sound like this. The sample does this. I put that there for a reason. I threw that drum fill in there for that. You know, you start to really be more, you know, just picky. Like you said, really picky, the better you get because you want to just, like, that's your canvas. You know, so that's really what it is.
That's all I'm saying. Like, because it's an inside joke with me and you, a lot of niggas don't get it. But yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, you are very picky, but that's also because of from a producer's aspect too. Like, as a producer listening to another producer make a joint, you're gonna be like, damn, how did he pass up that sample? How did he do this? How did he do this? So it's like, but you have your own workflow. And that's the thing, it works for you. Like, a lot of niggas, like I said, like I told you and Jamil, man, niggas don't fuck with my beats like that. It's all good. I don't get butthurt by it, but at the end of the day, because I stay true to my own shit, my beats are my beats. I'm not going to switch it up for nobody. I don't give a fuck what niggas think, because at the end of the day, this is our art. This is what comes from the heart. So it's like, you stick to what you do. I'm going to keep fucking with you, though. Like, I'm going to keep, you know what I mean?
Listen, there's a video that my homie sent me from Conductor Williams, and he talks about in the video about how he don't make music to please other producers. he makes music to please himself and just it makes him happy. So it's like, bro, I'm not in here making music to please you, bro. Like this is my art. So if you don't appreciate my art, then that's up to you. But I'm not doing this shit to please your ass. I'm doing it because it sounds good to me. Just like you said, you like your beats, you know. I like, we make our beats because we like the way that they sound. There's many of beats that I've made that I thought sounded crazy that other artists may have been like, oh nah, we good. You feel me? But it is what it is. That's your art. And that's just the way it is. You gotta stay true to yourself, like you said. You know? And that's all I'm gonna keep doing. There's certain samples where I hear certain things that just ring in my ear and I'm just like, bro, we're like and I'll send that same sample to my homie and they'd be like, yo, how did you find that in there? I'm like, yo, it's just when you hear certain shit, it just clicks, you know? So, you know.
I mean, we definitely because I was gonna bring that up to you too anyways. Like I definitely wanted to work with you on some shit too, cause like there's some excuse me. Fucking COVID, man.
You good, bro?
So what I was gonna say, like, yeah, I wanted to work on some shit with you, like, cause I think there's shit that we can learn from each other. Cause I kind of want, I'm liking how your drums are, and I feel like I want my shit to sound like in that way. I just don't know how to like fuck with all that, cause I'm more used to the chopping, the samples than I am the actual drums for the most part. Cause I got the kits too, I got the packs, like you said, and shit. But definitely, the three of us, Jamil too, cause he be making bangers. All of us make some shit, you know what I mean? But
exactly.
As far as you go,
like,
man,
Jamil, like whenever I'm chilling and I'm just going through my timeline, I hear Jamil shit, I'm just like, damn, like because Jamil be going crazy on his shit, like rapper / producer, like there's not a lot of niggas that's in that lane. I mean, there's a lot, but not a lot bring that substance and that value to their shit. Like a lot of rappers try to be producers, but some of them be trash, but some of them be nice as hell, and Jamil falls under that category. Like, I was listening to Shay Noir the other day. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's with 38 Special and Ransom and them, and she's a rapper and now she produces. She's great. She's a great producer, just like 38 Special. So it's like, some niggas can do it and some niggas can't. So, I mean, I'm not discouraging anybody not to do it. If you feel like you can produce, go ahead and give it a try. I wouldn't want nobody discouraging me saying, yo, Trav, you can't do this shit. Like, you feel me? But, just some niggas, they just, it's like, just stick to rapping, my nigga. Like, you like,
yeah, he definitely,
I've been doing this shit for a year and I'm still trying to get better, so.
Nah, but you was right. You was right about Jamil and shit. Yeah, he definitely, he got both sides of the spectrum. Like he fucking nice with the beat and the MC. So it's like at the end of the day, man. So I said, man, that's why like I said before, man, I feel like Instagram, this shit is dope. I like it because I met y'all brothers off of this shit, and now we cool as fuck, and that shit is awesome. Like, so that's the only real thing I love about social media. I hate going down my newsfeed sometimes and I see that dumb shit, but you know what I mean. Other than that, like. Sometimes you gotta filter people out, but it sucks because when you have to unfollow niggas because you don't like their shit, they're gonna unfollow you instantly right after, regardless of the situation. That's just how it goes. So you lose fans, gain fans. I just don't want to hear about motherfucking politics no more. I'm done with the shit. I don't even watch motherfucking TV and niggas got politics on my motherfucking newsfeed. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I'm not here to discuss, all these issues going on in the world. Like, yeah, they're important, but I'm here to make music. So all that other shit is just irrelevant. You feel me? Like, I'm just here to make music, and it's been a great year. It's crazy, like how my shit's been getting played overseas, and I'm very thankful. Like I've had followers from Germany, from certain countries and stuff like that. Like reach out, like, yo, 88, we love your shit. Da da da. Like it's really mind boggling, bro, and it's very like it's crazy, man, because it's like I never thought I would be in this space a year in. Like, I thought I'd be like this maybe 4 years in or 5 years in, like after a year of only doing this. And like I said, even when Jamil, he's in here now. Shout out to the bro. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the cowbell guy, you know what I mean?
Cowbell, I mean, more cowbell, nigga. But he was just like, yo, like Trav, like the way you've been going crazy over this past year has just been wild. And I'm like, yo, man, like, I wouldn't be here without them. I wouldn't be here without you, without all these people who like mentors and artists who have, given me tips of the trade and shit like that. Like, I wouldn't be here, you know. And it's just like you got to appreciate those people, because once you get on or once you start progressing, you don't look back and go, fuck them people. No, you always give them their flowers, because without them, you wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Like you really wouldn't be here. So, you know, that's just the way I'm always rolling. I'm always gonna be humble about my shit. I'm never gonna forget the people that helped me get here, and I'm always gonna, you know, pay my homage to them people, because without them, this shit ain't happening. I mean, it may have happened, but probably with a lot more time. But yeah, man.
Yeah. But also aside from that, I mean, you definitely have to mention, like you said, it's all mutual respect for everybody that you learn from and helped build you up to where you want to be. So it's like that's definitely appreciated. But at the same time, though, you've earned what you've got. So it's like, you know what I mean? Because I don't see you paying tons of money to get millions of views and et cetera, et cetera. See, that's the type of shit that don't deserve shit. If you're paying for that fake shit, because you don't belong in our circle. But you pushing. Look, like I said, you work, you go do the gym, and you still make the beats. To me, that's a real hip hop vet. You know what I mean? Because you taking that time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Because like at the end of the day, niggas be wanting everything to come to them overnight. It don't happen that way.
Yep.
But you definitely locked your spot, man. Because yo, you be pushing. You be making how many beats a night? Like 5, 6?
I be trying, man. Like, it depends on how my health is, and like with me still battling, like, you know, all this shit with COVID and stuff like that. Like I said, like I was real sick when I had it. Like I wasn't hospitalized, but I was down bad. Like I had it for about 12 days back in August, and it messed me up pretty bad to where I'm still feeling after effects of having it back in August. So it's like, you know, that's why, you know, when you brought up your situation, I'm like, thank God, you know, with all your underlying conditions that you're good, and you know that you're recovering, you know. Yeah, you know, there's days where I just feel out of it, bro, and I just can't do shit. Like when I had COVID in August, I was laid up in my room with my laptop making beats. Like I was like, if I could sit up and breathe, I was on my laptop making beats, and you know, it was a crazy time, but yeah, man, like I said, like this shit is the world to me. Like without this, like, you know, it's hard for me to function, because it's such a stress reliever too. Just like the gym, you know, this is such a stress reliever. It allows me to, you know, let my mind work, and just allows me to get a lot of shit out. So when I make beats, it's not just for me; it's for my, you know, it's to express myself and get out maybe some of the feelings or some of the bullshit I'm going through in life. So, you know, this shit ain't going nowhere. So. It's about to get crazy and crazier, bro.
I mean, like I said, though, fucking Prodigy said, music is therapeutic. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, this shit is keeping alive. You know what I mean? Because like the forces that be working against us, it's like, you know, they getting their little jabs in this shit, but we're gonna overcome regardless, because we smarter than most. We understand how shit is. Like, we're not dumb enough to be out here, no mask on, touching everything and doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, we doing what we gotta do, and at the same time, you keeping the culture alive. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's one thing a lot of people don't understand. When they first start, it's all, you know what I mean? It's all love. It's all, you're doing it for yourself. But once you exceed that certain bar, it's more like a pressure, because you're kind of like Atlas. You holding hip hop on your shoulders because you have that kind of reputation. That's how it is. So it's like, that's the only real downside to shit. If you're really trying to blow up. But if you're doing it just because you enjoy it and people are loving it, that's what makes it what it is. That's how it's supposed to.
You know, I was talking to Jamel actually about this a while back, and he's like, bro, like, never compromise yourself for money, because he's like, bro, he told me stories of how, you know, there's certain opportunities that, you know, that he had gotten, but he was like, yo, like, the boy didn't offer me bread or something. I can't remember the whole story, but he was just like, bro, if you love this shit, like, if there's certain artists that you want to work with, or certain artists that you have a plan, you know, they like, yo, I want to work with this person. Like, yo, money can't replace that shit. Like, there's no dollar amount in the world to say, if RJ Payne came to me and said, yo, bro, I want to work with you, I'm going to be like, oh, it's $500 for a beat. Nigga, fuck out of here. I'm going to be like, yo, let's get it. Like, I'm hyped. Like, like you said, I'm a fan first. So it's like, if I ever got that opportunity, I'm going to go, listen, man, I'm going to put my heart and soul into this shit, because RJ Payne reached out to me to go, yo, bro, like I want a beat from you. And I'm just using that as an example. But it's like some niggas just be so pressed on, you know, making money. And I mean, yeah, making money is great. You know, niggas want to make money, but when you love this shit so much, it's also about working with the people that you're that you're a fan of. You know, I'm a fan of Jamil. I'm a fan of Josiah, K Prez, all the niggas I've worked with. Like I said, I've been fans of. So that means a lot to me. You know, so it's like, you know, that's one thing that I'm always gonna remember is that when I'm working with certain people, I'm a fan first, just like you said. I'm a fan. So, you know, I'm gonna give you the illest shit I got because I'm a fan of your work and I want you to go crazy on a beat that I produced. You know?
Well, that's the one thing I think I haven't really mentioned in any of the shows that I've done is exactly what you said. A fan. A lot of almost matter of fact, every artist I've had on this show, I've been a fan of. You know what I mean? It wasn't always like, let me go for the new dopest nigga out. Let me go for the new trending pop and shit. I went with who I wanted. Gore-Tex, Snow Goons, all these were I was huge fans of. So I'm going to bring them on first and talk with them. So it's like at the end of the day, yeah, the money's cool. It helps us survive, yada, yada. But yo, achieving your dream, it's never been more important than this time right now because too many people are giving up too easily. They're not going to college, educating themselves. They're not doing anything than just sitting at home waiting for shit to fall on their fucking lap. So dreams are important. You know what I mean? I mean, if you got to work like I work, I'm doing these shows. I've had some of the best on. I still work, though. I do the motherfucking, you know what I mean? The 12-hour shift shit, still go off work and still do my hip-hop shit. So it's like, there's niggas like us that keep the game alive, man. Like, a lot of niggas be fronting, though. Like,
and honestly, I want to get to a point in life where I wake up in the morning, get dressed, you know, take a shower, get dressed, and go down to my studio and work for 15, 16 hours. I watch so many documentaries on some of my favorite producers. Like, I was watching something on Alchemist the other day, and he said, bro, I wake up, I eat whatever, and I'm down in my you call it like a cave or whatever. He said, I'm down in my shit for like 16 hours, chopping up samples, listening to samples, doing certain shit. He's like, bro, like this is what I do. He was like, yo, like ain't nothing gonna stop me. And then he goes, I think sleep sometimes just gets in the way because, you know, while I'm sleeping, I can be working, and that's how I feel. If I didn't have to work, if I didn't have to do none of this shit, oh my God, like it'd be insane because this is all I would be doing. You know, so it's just, you know, with time, I hope I get good enough to where all I will have to do is work with this network, continue to sharpen my swords when it comes to my production and things like that, you know. But like you said, we got jobs, you know, we gotta, put money on the table, food on the table, etc. You know, but you know, we all have goals of just going, yo, listen, I can wake up and just work on my production. That's crazy. You know, I would love to do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a dream because like to be able to do something you love it every day and all day long, can't get fucking better than that. And like, I mean, everybody's quick to want to collect money too as soon as they start this shit. They don't understand. It's like just enjoy what you got while you working your way up to it. Don't put the money first. The money should not be first because at the end of the day, there's ways around everything. That's the other problem people got. Everyone thinks like they got paid to be successful. You don't, man. Just mingle. You know what I mean? Niggas, if you was an MC back in the day, you go to a Wu-Tang show and you spit some bars for them. If they liked your shit, you was in. You know what I mean? Like, that's how shit was. Now, instead of doing that, niggas want to pay everybody from the Wu-Tang Clan to be on their track. It's like, that's cool, but let's keep it real. How often are you going to be in contact with them? How like, are y'all going to be real? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that money shit ain't nothing. Don't worry about the money. Worry about what you're doing. Like, just get the right fucking tools.
Yeah, well, like a lot of niggas can know when you part of that essence. Like they can feel like, you know, I'm sure that there's a bunch of artists that probably heard my shit and was like, hey, like, you know, he puts feeling into his work. He's not just trying to be one of them niggas that's with the times. Like, oh yeah, he's making boom bap beats now. Like, no, like this is in my blood. Like this is what I know. I grew up on this shit. So it's like when I make this shit, I'm doing it with the essence of not just me, but of, you know, my brother who passed away. Like he listened to this shit since he was a kid. So it's like, bro, like this is in me. Like this is what I do. It's just me getting better at using my tools of the trade, like with the machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's me just learning how to maneuver through the machine. Once I do that, man, it's gonna get fucking insane. It's gonna get crazy because all these ideas that I have in my head, I can bring to fruition now because I know how to work and maneuver through this. You know, so it's now it's like, all right, now everything is just wide open. It's too easy. You know.
I mean, plus you a humble dude, man. Like I said before in the Rusty Jokes joint, I believe. You gotta be humble. Like, yeah, you can be a dickhead when the time comes, but you always been a humble dude since the first time I met you and shit. And that's gonna push you further than fucking most. You know what I mean? Most shit. Because at the end of the day, niggas gonna see you real with your beats. You a real dude. And that's kind of what hip hop's based around, anyways. That's how we all should be, like, gathering up and, you know what I mean, hanging and chilling and doing shit. So it's like you doing your thing, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, bro, and that's like I said, I appreciate when certain platforms reach out. Like, you know, you reached out to me. I've had like probably 2 or 3 interviews since I've started, and like I'm just thankful because at the end of the day, y'all didn't have to choose me. Y'all didn't. There's so many producers out there that's been going crazy. So many producers, and it's like, yo, like I'm new to the game. I'm just learning and. You know, I'm thankful when y'all go, yo, man, you want to do an interview or you want to, you know, have a sit down or, you know, join my live, even just joining, you know, somebody's live and just, you know, hopping on and just vibing with them as a whole, you know, like, thank you. I appreciate that because I'm sure you know a plethora of niggas that produce music and that you're like, yo, like, I can hit him up. But I mean, you chose me and I appreciate that.
Yeah, like I said, outside of just being homies and shit, man, I'm a fan first. So at the end of the day, if I like your beats and like your shit, it's like, yo, yeah, I'm definitely gonna rock. Like, yeah, you're right. Like, I know a bunch of people, bro, but it's like at the end of the day, man, like, people like you deserve a platform, especially because when you told me you were kind of new to it, I was just sitting here like dumbfounded, nigga. I'm like, he lying, yo. This nigga did not just start a year ago because the way because as a producer, it took me probably a couple years to really get into my flow of things and how I wanted to sound. So for you to conduct what you got already in only a year's worth of time most cases is kind of unheard of because it usually takes you about a year just to learn your equipment. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's the thing, like I'm a, you know, circle the block, you know, as they say, when it comes to my mentors and people who have helped me. And like, you know, I have great mentors, you know, shout out my bro Xavier, my bro Sire, my bro Gavin. Like there's just people out here who have helped me, you know, even, you know, Jamil on the producer side, Freemind, my big bro Freemind. Freemind's one of the illest niggas out here right now who don't, I mean, he gets the respect he deserves, but he's up there with the ninth wonders. Like Freemind is crazy. You know, but he just, you know, he don't get that because I don't know why, but, you know, I have great mentors. So when you have great people in your corner, like that's going to push you further, you know, like a lot of niggas want to get it out the mud and that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with asking for help. And I think that was one of my biggest things. I wasn't scared to ask another nigga, yo, man, when it comes to your drums or when it comes to your samples, like, you know, it's just asking questions. You're not asking them to do it for you. You're just asking for advice, you know? That's it, you know, and then you use that, and then you know, you push that towards your own shit, and that's what I did. And I worked on it, you know, for hours and days on end, and you know, I started learning certain things, and you know, and it just got me to where I'm at now, and it's only gonna get better, bro. I promise you.
No doubt, you already know, man. I mean, like I said, you're doing what you gotta do. You're doing what God sent you out to do. So it's like you doing what you're doing. So, but like, let me ask you this question, yo. Like, if you could really like sit here and like break down exactly like how you see the game as of right now, since you just came in, like how do you feel the differences are, and how do you feel like you want to fix it if you have that opportunity to?
I think that the underground hip hop scene doesn't get the respect that it deserves. I feel like a lot of niggas they'll come to certain niggas for features and stuff like that, but they don't understand what the underground has contributed to the culture now. Like for example, Griselda. Griselda was the underground culture, you know, and it's like You know, now they're considered quote unquote mainstream, but they're not mainstream. They're just the biggest underground act that you can think of right now. You feel me? But they came from the underground. So it's like, yo, like everybody wants to piggyback. Like, we the illest niggas out right now. Like the underground scene is where it's at. You know, that's where you found Benny. That's where you found Westside. That's where you found Conway. That's where you found the Derringers. That's where, like, you know, it's like the underground needs more respect, and I feel like that needs to be boosted this year, 2023, and forward. You know, it's like, stop shortchanging us. Like, we need our own award shows. We need more, exposure. We need more shit because our music is always gonna be there. Like, we are the gritty shit. Like, when our shit be on Shade 4-5, when our shit, be on certain, hip hop platforms, like, we need that. We need a bigger platform. And I'm never gonna shortchange myself and go, I'm gonna start making mainstream type music. Like, no, I respect it, but no, this is what I live for. I live for the gritty boom bap underground sound. That's what I do. So it's like, I feel like that's what needs to be changed. Like, underground needs to be respected more and needs to be acknowledged a whole lot more than what it does. Because it's really not respected and it's not acknowledged the way that it should be.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, that's also a lot of it's because niggas is brainwashed. The TV is so oversaturated with bullshit and just brainwashing techniques. Is like, you know what I mean? I'm from the era of the conspiracy theorists, and honestly, a lot of them theories came true. So it's like, you know what I mean? We getting force-fed shit. You know what I mean? Everyone, like, women be thinking they gotta be fucking skinny as fuck to be supermodels because of TV. And then you got other dudes acting mad feminine because they think being metrosexual is cool as fuck or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, everything is all fucked up. So hip-hop is definitely, it's coming back, though. Like, I feel like it is coming back. Cause
it is, but I feel like, all right, so there are certain albums that I feel like have gotten shortchanged for album of the year when it comes to Grammys and shit like that. Only because it's more of an underground type of, like, we need an underground hip hop award show with, like, album of the year, best producer, best, like, you know how the Grammys have their shit. The underground needs to have their own shit, and it should be on TV. It should be, because the way the underground is working right now, the underground is the illest shit out right now. All this merch that's being sold, all these concert tickets, all this shit that's going on right now, mad bread, bro. Like, it's almost nasty how the underground isn't getting exposure. It's wild. You know, all because we're not making music like Drake and Lil Baby and Lil Durk and, all them niggas. And I respect them niggas because they make great music, but it's like they just push the underground to the side. And I just feel like that's not right.
you know what's funny, though? You know what's real fucking funny, bro? Is a lot of niggas hate on Drake. And I get it, because, you know what I mean, the nigga got the motherfucking pimp mode fucking flow or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? Pimp your mama flow. But there is something to him that people don't know about. And this is where, like, hip-hop gets miscommunicated and such, is that this nigga invested in one of the biggest battle joints in the world, King of the Dot. And that's ran by my homie Organic. I remember when I used to battle this nigga on Yahoo chat room, you know what I mean? Like, way back before he became King of the Dot. And the fact that Drake supported his own country, and at the same time, he invested in the underground unit. He ain't had to do that. So that's why I feel like we do get miscommunicated a lot with shit like that, because everyone's like, this dude's mad famous, he ain't shit. But yo, that's why instead of people judging by the book, man, like, kind of read more into niggas and better understand, because Drake is he's a whole motherfucking puzzle, bro. Like, if you sat there and be like, damn, this nigga invested in the biggest battle unit in the fucking world, you ain't had to do that. Nigga could have put it towards a fashion show, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
or whatever.
And he put all that money towards that whole URL card, and that shit was crazy. Like, the whole joint was nuts. And I'm like, yo, like, and I heard that he actually picked each battle. Like, he picked the matchups.
Yeah, he wasn't just the like, behind the curtain nigga, you know what I mean?
So, like, he's in tune with the culture. Like, people just think Drake is in here being like this, mainstream ass nigga. No, he listens to all that battle rap shit that we listen to. Know what I mean? So for him to be picking the matchups and doing that shit, it means a lot, because he's pushing the underground, even though he's a mainstream ass nigga. So
exactly. That's why I say, like, it's like, at the end of the day, we get misread too. Like you said, we don't get the respect we deserve. Because, I mean, everybody thinks automatically underground hip-hop, we ain't shit. It's the first thing these niggas think. It's on some real shit. Because I walk up to anybody, no matter how many of these interviews I did, if I walk up to, like, some trap nigga or something, bag, I don't give a fuck about you. What, you interviewed who? Bag, all right, whatever, nigga. But respect your motherfucking, your ground, nigga, because we built this shit for a lot of these niggas. And at the end of this day, they need to respect us. We're not telling them niggas to, you know what I mean, just cut the fucking not do nothing. But don't be fucking wearing dresses and saying you hip hop, nigga. I'm sorry. Like, get the fuck out of here with that weird shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like niggas forget Drake. When Drake first came in, he was fucking with niggas like Lil Brother and things like that. Just like Jamil said, he was fucking with Elzai and things like that. He was on joints with Ninth Wonder. Like, Drake came from somewhat of the underground. So it's like niggas forget just because he went to Young Money, niggas act like, oh, like he's always been a mainstream nigga. No, his first mixtape, he was on there with niggas like Elzai and Lil Brother and things like that. So it's like, you know, I think Drake still has that respect for the underground platform. It's just, he's just so mainstream now that it's just like, listen, nigga, I make too much bread for me not to act like, you know, I'm not mainstream, but, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, at least he did that for the battle rap, you know, culture. He was like, yo, I'm gonna put this whole shit together, you know, and it was dope. The whole shit was dope.
I mean, he got a joint with Socrates. You know what I mean? They're underground. So it's like he's invested. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just using it like kind of like a reference in a way. It's like we get overlooked this shit because we're not making bread. You know what I mean? We ain't millionaires. So automatically niggas assume we just some street dirt or something. But it's like, we be doing our work too. Like, we don't be making millions, but we sell mad merc overseas. You know what I mean? We have all types of radio shows that help artists get a platform. Like, we doing our thing too outside the Shady 45 and everything else. So we deserve that respect too. And a lot of these niggas be fucking sampling off of our music anyways. You know what I mean? The trap beats, they be doing that Diddy shit. They be fucking sampling. Like, they'll resample a fucking Jamil Honesty shit and then turn it into like a trap shit. You know what I mean? Like,
that's wild.
They be,
that's wild. Nah.
But then they say they hate our music. It's like, dude, you just sampled from us, nigga. What you talking about? Like,
yeah, and then that's when you go, all right, nigga. Now I need my money because now you done sample my shit. Now I need my money. You feel me? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
that shit is crazy. But fucking word. I can't believe this shit to be going on with this hip hop shit, man. Like, we do deserve more respect. But word, man. But yeah. So like, you have anything like out like track wise and shit, like out on the YouTubes and shit like that?
Trap wise, I don't. Well, all my shit is boom bap type shit. That's really about it. Like I said, I can't.
Oh, no, I meant my bad, yo. I think it didn't come out right. Track, like, you have any joints on YouTube and shit like that?
I haven't put out anything new yet. Like I said, I got to join with Jamil and Squeegee and DJ Grasshopper, Join Crazy. I'm waiting for the joint with Josiah to come out. You know, that's on his album coming out. I don't know when he's dropping the album. I think it's gonna be sometime this month. And just the tracks that I produced, you know, in the past. But I do have 2 projects coming out. I got 1 project coming out with Motto. Well, first off, shout out to my brothers Motto, Hustle. You know what I mean? That's the rig right there, Jay Hustle and Motto. I got a project coming out with them called Oil Season. Me, Motto, and Hustle. And then I have one with Dax Empire, Motto and Jay Hustle, called Rig Empire. That's coming out as well. And that should be out soon. So yeah, those are 2 projects that I got coming. And I look forward to doing a joint with Jamil. You know, I know he got a lot of shit on his plate. You know, he's casting over superstar shit.
Yo, Jamil the Michael Jackson of the motherfucking game.
Nah, like, I mean, Mike Jackson building, man. But yeah, my bro Jamil, we got, you know, me and him got to do something together. Yeah, man, and just the whole year is just open, man. Like, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit, you know, so I'm just looking forward to
just to be fucking what you call it, co-signed by niggas like Jamil and shit like that, man. That's where you know you doing your thing and you doing what you're supposed to be doing. Cause
see, look, he just said it. I'm busy, nigga. See, exactly. So
Yo, boss,
he
the
said
real
he
shit, I'm
could.
gonna have to trade this nigga Jamil for a fucking interview for one of his beats, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have to fucking haggle that shit, nigga.
Bruh, yo, this nigga Jamil did a track on Naps and Dreads album. I think I can't remember the name of the track. I think it's like Trends on the Ends or some shit like that. And he killed that beat. That beat was crazy. I'm like, yo, he's like, yeah, man, I produced it. And this nigga rapped on it too. I'm like, this nigga, man. I'm like, yeah, get out. I'm like, yeah, all right, nigga. We get it, nigga. I'm like, all right, yeah, nigga. You nice. Yeah, we get it. Know what I mean? No more cowbell.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, that night was motherfucking lit, though. Like, the first time we did that fucking last shit, that shit was funny as fuck, yo.
Yo, that shit was, no. We need to do that during the day because, you know, niggas live in an apartment. Give me, like, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Niggas get on this shit and we do a whole beat joint. And, you know, I'm with it, yo. And we just play beats for like an hour. I'm with it.
Make sure y'all niggas had your studio speakers this time. I don't want no bullshit, yo. Jamil gonna come through with the fucking sponsored sandals and shit. Gonna have the nigga's face on his chancletas, yo.
Know what I mean? But yeah, yo, that shit did my shit no justice because I'm playing my shit through fucking MacBook speakers and you out here playing your shit through the monitor and getting niggas the fuck
had the motherfucking studio shits. And everybody was tight that night, nigga.
Right now, like, but
we gotta do that. We gotta do that part two. That's what it is.
I'm
that part two, man.
If we do it at a decent time, because you know, living in a fucking apartment, that shit is trash, man. So you know, I hate that you know your neighbors are under you, got some you know over you, but it's like during the day I can play it louder. So if we do that shit during the day, I'm with it. I'll line up a good 10 joints or 10, 15 joints in a folder. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yo, shit, word. No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, fucking yo, like I said, I definitely appreciate the time, bro. Like, yo, if you just anything you want to push, like, let niggas know about you. What's this nigga saying?
What happened?
Nah, it says Bluetooth died when he was on live.
Yeah. You know what, yo? I'm about to give me a Bluetooth speaker, yo. For real.
JBL, man. That's the joint.
Yeah, I'm about to give me a Bluetooth speaker because that joint sounded all right. So I'm about to get me one. I can't blast my shit through the speakers I got here because them shits is, you know, kind of loud. But I'm about to give me a Bluetooth speaker, bro.
Word. You should definitely invest in this shit. JBL, yeah, like I said, they got some fire, yo.
Word.
Yeah, so what was I gonna say? But yeah, so this nigga had me all sitting here thinking about what this nigga talking about and shit down there. I was gonna say, oh yeah, is there anything you want to push, like give niggas your handles so this way they can follow you, etc.
Nah, man. Like I said, man, I'm just you know thank you for having me. First off, you know I'm just ready to work, man. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of shit coming. You know, like I said, eventually, you know, we can do some shit. You gotta let me know. And yeah, man, we just gonna keep working, man. 2022 gonna be different. It's gonna be different, and I plan on working with a whole bunch of people. You know, because I feel like with time, my sound will become more crisp and just a lot better. Like I said, the cleaner your shit is, the more looks you get. So it's like, you know, I just want to get better, and that's my biggest thing. You know, I think maybe at one time I may take a month and just disappear and just get better. You know, like don't post no beats on the gram, don't do nothing, and then just pop back and just, you know, it's like, yo, I've been working over this span, you know, like, so.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. I be feeling that way too sometimes. I actually did do that at one point, like for a couple of years. Took a fucking hiatus.
Go disappear for a month and just work on your shit, and then like pop back up and kill niggas. So, you know.
No doubt. But yeah, I mean, like I said to both of y'all, man, like regardless, whatever happens, like I'm still gonna keep supporting y'all niggas, you know what I mean? So like I said, y'all.
I got you, man. Anytime you have an interview or like you pushing something, I'm gonna post it, I'm gonna promote it, and you know, I'm gonna do what I can to help you, man.
No doubt. So like I said, man, awesome, man. Y'all niggas tag me and everything y'all do, man, and I'll fucking repost that shit, you know what I mean? Help out and whatever. So definitely do that. Nigga
Yeah,
over here
I'm just
clock
waiting.
radio.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the. I'm waiting on the Casanova Jamil. You know, so we can do this project together, so I can start sending him some nastiness. You know what I mean? So, I'm waiting for him to get his plethora of projects done, so we can get this shit popping.
Niggas need to stop procrastinating.
You know what I mean? So I'm waiting. I'm waiting on that nigga, man. After that, it's curtains.
Word, yo. Like I said, man, even what we doing tonight and shit, yeah. Yo, anybody that fucks with son on some real shit, you know what I mean? Y'all definitely peoples and family. I'm gonna help and do what I can for y'all and etc. And you know what I mean? I got y'all backs, man. Like y'all niggas cool dudes, man. Y'all niggas handle the shit the way you're supposed to in the hip hop and shit. And I got you. So we're gonna keep doing more interviews down the road anyways, etc. etc. We gonna build together, you know what I mean? Like that's how niggas need to do. Everybody needs to help each other out, get where they gotta go.
Exactly.
So,
and when me and Jamel finally do this project, we gonna do this whole joint interview shit because I need this nigga perspective too. So so when we do this project, whenever that is, I'm gonna need perspective. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need to know if I gotta add more cowbell.
Yo, niggas should just keep looking at the cameras and be like, yeah, Jamil, when we gonna finish this shit, Jamil? Like, you know what I mean? Word, son. Like, we about to start having niggas blow up Jamil's fucking inbox. Be like, yo, can we finish this now?
I mean, that's family right there, man. Y'all niggas. Yeah, so we gonna keep doing this shit. My bad, my phones are fucked up, but yeah, we gonna keep doing this shit. So whenever we do this project, we definitely gonna have that type of interview.
Yeah, that shit is gonna be lit. I don't think niggas is ready for the, you know what I mean? Like the shit that we be doing, son. Like,
yep.
So it be lit. Word.
But like I said, man, thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate you, man, always.
No doubt, you already know, man. Fucking what's your Instagram handle? It's 88BlessedBeats.
88BlessedBeats, right? On Instagram. I'm in the process of making a Twitter and a BeatStars page, and I'm working on my YouTube page as well. I got to get all that up. That's one goal of mine. Got to get all that shit up and running, just so people have more access to me. And eventually, I might even make a SoundCloud. So that's all coming soon. So.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All those things work. So it's like it definitely.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. I got the Icy Palm Records joint. Yeah. Shout out to Icy Palm Records, man. They dope as shit too. I got a T-shirt from them too. Like I was supposed to actually drop a beat tape with them, and I got clouded with so much shit that I'm just like, I didn't do that shit either. So there's so much shit that I have to work on. So
you got a fucking probably huge ass bucket list, nigga.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, oh my god. So, but yeah, man.
No doubt. But yeah, it's fucking we'll wrap this shit up so I can add it to YouTube and like send it over to you and all that. But we're gonna be talking after this show anyways, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean?
But yeah.
It's just gonna be posted so I can like repost the whole interview and shit like that, so I can.
I'm actually gonna send you the footage. I'm gonna repost it on all my joints, and then it's also gonna be on YouTube. So
okay, cool. Yeah, just so I can post it and tag you and everything like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It might take some time because unfortunately, long ass footage and shit be taking.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Shit, but definitely gonna be up tonight and shit. But we definitely gonna be doing more of that. But I did have now that I'm thinking about it, I did have one main question too, because I forgot to ask earlier. Are you selling the beats, or are you just right now looking for artists?
There were people who emailed me who I have sold beats to. I'm not like I said, I don't have a BeatStars page up yet, so I need to do that. But there have people who have reached out to me like through email, because my email is in my in my info on my Instagram. So there are people who have reached out and I've sold beats to, but it's not like I have like a whole BeatStars page. So once I get that up and running, then I'll have beats for sale and things like that.
Yeah, this way I figured I'd ask, because this way if anybody wants to like contact me.
I mean,
I wasn't sure
if there's any artists that feel like they want to beat for me, my whole email is in my info. reach out to me. I'll hit you right back, and then we can politic. We can do whatever we gotta do, and we good.
No doubt, yeah. Because I'm trying to send you as much traffic as I can. So I mean,
oh yeah, no, I appreciate that. I need that. I need all that. So, for real, man.
Word, no doubt. But I'm gonna let you head out though. We talk after the show and shit, yo.
All right, brother. Yo, thank you for having me, bro.
No doubt, you already know, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, peace. So yeah, so that was the homie 88 Blessed Beats, man. Like, shout out to Jamil, still in the chat. You know what I mean? Those are good brothers right there and shit. Check him out. I'm gonna just put his @ and all that shit. Y'all can just go straight in and just follow and shit. The video is gonna be up on YouTube and all the other social media platforms, etc., like they usually are. Next weekend, I'm not sure exactly who I'm gonna have because the show's kind of in the air. But I definitely got Bob Kill from the Bowman Records on Saturday. And then Sunday, I got the homie Jamil, actually, now that I think about it. So definitely tune in for that shit. I'm just not sure about Friday. I'm not sure who I got for that, but we'll see. Shout out to all the sponsors, you know what I mean? Shout out to the homies, Snow Goons. Shout out to fucking Elite Sound International. I always fuck that up, excuse me. Shout out to the homie from Creative Juices Music, you know what I mean? The family, ID. And shout out to London LeBlanc Magazine. Those are all my sponsors. Those are family. You already know. Definitely tune in. I appreciate all y'all for y'all support. You know what I mean? Y'all could be doing something else, but instead you fucking with me, so I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate all y'all. And I look forward to next weekend's show. I'm going to post the flyers soon. I'm going to post this footage next couple minutes, etc. But yo, God bless.